faces, and then when you look at the season, bringing in Reggie Evans, Kenyon Martin, Nick Young late in the season. This is a Clippers organization since moving to California. They've only had 4 winning seasons. They better have Chris Paul before. DeAndre Jordan with a rebound. Bledsoe to Young. Young, the 3 is good.
Just when it looks like it's a bad shot, it goes in for Nick Young. That's how he is. He has tremendous confidence in his shot and the ability to get it off with a defender challenging him.
You know, after tonight, you have a game on Thursday, then also Saturday and Sunday. So all of a sudden, 3 games in 4 nights as Danny Green lays it up and in. Nick Young on the drive. 13-point advantage. Tony Parker. So after all that arrest that San Antonio received after sweeping Utah, and they're going to play a bundle of games here in short order. As Duncan drills it, 26 points, 10 rebounds. He has 133 career double-doubles in the postseason.
Have you ever partaken in a car insurance taste test before?
With career best 21 points in the postseason, Tim Duncan with 26 points.
Bledsoe came in here and played fearlessly against the San Antonio Spurs.
Say 105-90 Spurs here in game 1.
I'd say that's the night for Mr. Parker. No need to have him on the floor any longer. Why take a chance?
Outstanding job by our crew, led by producer Mike Burks, director Rich Russo, associate director Sean Gurjikoff, associate producer Dan Sloffman, graphic coordinators Lee Mabry and J.D. Rutledge, and statistician Paul Evans here. To San Antonio for game 1. And the Spurs are going to come away victorious. And coming up next inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai, Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq. Patty Mills on the floor. Another 3, 13. And that ties a postseason best for San Antonio.
James Anderson coming off the bench. Remember, he tasted a little bit of action. He went into foul early in the first half. We see the float at that time by Bledsoe on the inside, but that time he comes off shooting it, knocks the 3 down.
Some 48 hours after defeating the Memphis Grizzlies, Game 7 in Memphis, the Clippers came out strong. However, San Antonio, after 8 days off, were able to put them away in the 3rd quarter. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs have won 15 consecutive games going back to the regular season.
To go ahead and attack the basket as much as possible, try to get to the free throw line, try to take some of their aggressiveness away.
I'm not sure what worked better. Your outside game looked awfully good tonight, too. That last shot was impressive.
Yeah, early on it wasn't going. I was just trying to get that rust off and then got it going later on.
All right, we'll see you for game 2, man.
Thank you.
Matt?
All right, Marty. San Antonio took control of the game with a 26-11 run midway through the 3rd quarter, led by Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili. As you look now, San Antonio leads its best-of-7 series. 1-0 over the Los Angeles Clippers. The final score, 108-92. San Antonio leads a second-round series 1-0. For the Czar, Mike Fratello, Marty Snyder, I'm Matt Devlin saying goodnight from San Antonio, Texas. You've been watching the NBA on TNT, exclusive home of the 2012 Western Conference Finals. Now, let's go to Ernie Johnson in our Atlanta studio. EJ, take it away.
And a smooth transition. Say bone into the highlights of the Clippers and the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, when they're running this break, they are so electric. When they're in that pick and roll, they are so Electric.
DeAndre Jordan with the lob from Blake.
Down.
Tony Parker, yes. Not a big night for Tony Parker, not a big night for Chris Paul either, kind of.
Ernie, I felt the Spurs probably had a little bit too much rest. You know, they started off kind of slow, but once the game got going, they picked it back up and they did what the Spurs do. Win at home.
Manu Ginobili.
The one thing you
Give me one, Chuckster.
The one thing you notice of Ginobili! Oh, don't foul the jump shooter. Basketball 101. Good pass.
Tim Duncan was amazing tonight.
Don't you mean Slim Duncan?
North Carolina might be the best shooter in North Carolina history.
They haven't had a bunch of good ones, I'm honest with you.
8-point game at the half, San Antonio. And then, what do they call Mr. Leonard? Why? There you go.
Why leave him open? Why? Why are you leaving him open?
Kisses in the building.
Why? Had a great rookie year. Not a good one, a great one.
He had 16 points in game one. Caron Butler had a 13-point third quarter.
Wow.
He and Bledsoe actually played well offensively.
Yeah, him and Bledsoe, they played fantastic, but that was it.
Passes.
Boris Diaw up 15 going to the fourth.
Can I use the term again, Ernie?
Go for it.
It's surgical when you watch the Spurs.
Certainly. With
surgical.
With no scrubs.
No doubt.
Chris Paul.
I did notice one thing about this game tonight, Ernie.
What's that?
If you can't get your own shot for the Clippers, you can't play in this series.
My goodness.
They're not going to let Chris Paul make his teammates better. They're gonna. If you can't get your shot, you're gonna struggle this series. And the difference between Chris Paul and Tony Parker, when you double Tony Parker, he finds people, he makes you pay.
26 and 10 for Tim Duncan, the 133rd double-double in his 181 career playoff game.